next day, I brought armfuls of fake plants, artificial trees, rows of synthetic grass. I laid them across the floor, spread a blanket, and set out food, a picnic, here in our strange prison condo. She smiled when she saw it, the first genuine smile since we'd returned. For a moment, it felt almost normal. Two people sharing a meal on green grass, sunlight painted across stone walls. Then came the knock. Two officers stormed in before I could answer. Their fists were swift, their boots unrelenting. They beat us bloody, dragged us into the patrol car waiting outside. My wife's blood stained the seat beside me as the car rattled back to the courthouse. Inside, the judge sat on his high bench, sleeves of his robe greasy with chicken fat. He chewed noisily on jerk chicken from a styrofoam container, using the edge of his robe as a napkin. He barely looked up. "Sentenced to camping," he said between bites. "Outskirts of the city, near the flames. Go." The bailiff shoved us out again, tossed us back in the car, and drove us to the edge of town where the ground glowed red from the fire pits of hell. A camping supply store waited, stocked with everything we might need. As we gathered supplies, our children appeared. Their faces were both familiar and strange, older somehow, wiser. They carried gear without complaint, pitched tents with skill, even set up cooling units. Within an hour, we had a campsite that looked almost heavenly. For days, we lived like a family again. The fire pits glowed, but the children moved among them as though born of flame. At night, they disappeared into the dark, returning in the morning with their spoils. Once, they carried a full-grown moose between them. Its body heaved on their shoulders like it weighed nothing. Within minutes, they skinned, butchered, and cooked it, roasting chunks over the hellfire with practiced ease. I watched in awe as my children fed us like parents feeding babes. My wife leaned close, whispering, "Remember the picnic you made me? Looks like they've outdone you." She was right. They were old souls, moving with purpose, every action brimming with intention. The eldest turned to us one evening, eyes glowing faintly. "Your ride will be here soon," he said. "We'll see you when you return." Minutes later, the officers reappeared, their fists and boots sending us once more into pain. We were dragged back to the courthouse, bloodied and breathless. The judge still sat on his bench, grease dripping down his chin. He pointed his drumstick at us like a gavel. "You hunted moose," he accused, his mouth full. The whole city smelled it roasting. Selfish pigs, feasting without sharing.
Wow, I really enjoyed this video. I can't wait to see what's next.